Meghan Markle is losing it. From her Netflix show to Spotify deals, she's losing it all. Meghan seems to have reached her breaking point, resorting to screaming at a live crowd in a desperate attempt to make her point. Why is she screaming at people now? To understand that, let's rewind to that now infamous pregnancy video. Putting aside the question of whether she was really pregnant, Meghan thought that dancing with a pregnant belly would be empowering, a way to showcase a woman's strength. But instead, it turned into an absolute disaster. What she intended as a message of strength and empowerment quickly spiraled out of control, with people mocking her relentlessly. Some even began to question the authenticity of her pregnancy bump, with wild theories claiming it was all fake.
Meghan, there. Is that a real baby bump, or has she strapped it on? Because
weird.
She's got form for strapping on baby bumps.
In the video, Meghan is seen lip-syncing to a rap song, swaying to the beat, with exaggerated hand gestures while cradling her belly. The video, which she thought would empower women, had the opposite effect. The moment it went live, it was like an eruption on the internet. People were tearing her apart. And to make matters worse, Meghan reportedly decided to link the video to her Netflix show, With Love, Meghan. This only intensified the backlash, with critics saying that not only was the pregnancy video tone-deaf, but it also made her show look unprofessional.
It's just that it doesn't land, does it? Unfortunately, they're really tone-deaf on these sorts of things. Look,
It has been rumored that Netflix was working on season 2 of her show, which was supposed to be a turning point, a chance for redemption. But during a test screening for With Love, Meghan Season 2, Meghan was preparing for a Q&A session, expecting a few questions from the audience. The moderator opened the floor, and one audience member raised their hand with a smile, signaling that they had a question. Meghan, ready and eager to engage, thought this would be just another friendly interaction. But things went south so fast, no one saw it coming. It was reported that the audience member started criticizing her pregnancy video, calling it tone-deaf and unprofessional. This wasn't what Meghan was expecting. She snapped. She lashed out at the audience, calling them haters and fake fans. It didn't take long before the situation escalated. The room became rowdy and tensions flared up. People were yelling. Some called her clueless. The situation spiraled out of control. Realizing that things were getting out of hand, it was rumored that Netflix producers quickly intervened, escorting Meghan out of the room. They tried their best to calm the audience and assure them that the pregnancy video was not part of Netflix's official marketing strategy. It was Meghan's own doing, they made clear. They distanced themselves as much as they could from the mess she had created. But it wasn't over yet. Meghan reportedly was left in another room, waiting to find out what would happen next. The test screening had been a massive failure, and Netflix executives were rumored to be furious. They called an emergency meeting, and Ted Sarandos, along with other top Netflix executives, gathered to discuss the chaos that had just unfolded. They were in shock, asking each other in disbelief, what just happened? Sarandos, still trying to defend Meghan, suggested that her outburst could be a result of emotional instability, especially given the ongoing backlash she had been facing from the royal family. He argued that this might be affecting her personally and professionally. Despite the mounting evidence that the show was a flop and millions were being wasted, Sarandos allegedly reminded everyone that they had a contract. They had to keep moving forward, whether they liked it or not. But even Sarandos could see the writing on the wall. Netflix was now desperate to distance itself from her while trying not to cause any further damage to the brand. In a follow-up meeting, it was reported Meghan was invited in to explain herself. She insisted that the pregnancy video was simply a creative expression of her journey as a mother. She couldn't understand why it had caused such a backlash. Ted, who had been her biggest defender, couldn't hold back any longer. He sharply criticized her for making the platform look unprofessional. He reportedly said that she had ruined the test screening and turned it into a full-blown disaster. The team was rumored to discuss at length how to end her contract quietly, without drawing more controversy. Meghan was just sitting there, visibly deflated. She had no words left to defend herself. She knew deep down that she had messed up, and no amount of defending from Sarandos or anyone else would undo the damage she had caused. Even the first season of With Love, Meghan had been struggling. Critics were abandoning it early on, and viewers were allegedly tuning out by episode 2. The viewership dropped so drastically that Netflix wasn't even seeing the profits they had hoped for when they signed the deal. Netflix employees allegedly started making jokes about her show, suggesting that there was no hope left for it. It was clear to everyone that the show had no future. Reports have it that Netflix's legal team went into overdrive, exploring every possible way to end the contract without sparking another PR disaster. Meanwhile, Netflix's PR team worked hard to keep the situation under control. They reportedly scrubbed social media, ensuring that not much more information leaked out. But now, they were waiting for Meghan to issue a public statement of apology. They wanted her to acknowledge the backlash, but she reportedly refused. She insisted that she wouldn't apologize for being passionate. Netflix was done. They were tired of defending her. Even Ted Sarandos, who had been her biggest ally, was exhausted from making excuses for her. Rumors started circulating that With Love, Meghan Season 2 might not even make it out of the production studio. Netflix had allegedly decided to cancel all future Q&A sessions for the show and start phasing out Meghan's involvement in the long-term plans. This was a massive blow for Meghan. She never expected things to spiral so quickly. The development of Season 3 was rumored to be officially canceled. Internal emails were leaked, announcing the freezing of the project. No further work would go into the series due to the mess surrounding Season 2's production. Other platforms that had shown interest in working with Meghan began to back out. No one wanted to be associated with her anymore. Her controversy had become a liability. Even talent agencies have reportedly started advising their clients to avoid working with her, as the risk wasn't worth it. Meghan was quickly becoming toxic to the industry. Desperate to salvage her image, Meghan allegedly took to Instagram Live, blaming the media and portraying herself as misunderstood, but her followers weren't buying it. Even some of her loyal fans expressed disappointment. After everything she had done, she still had the nerve to go live and make sarcastic comments about the situation. Meanwhile, Netflix quietly phased Meghan out of their plans. It was rumored that they stopped returning her calls, reduced the marketing budget, and started promoting other shows. They were just waiting for her contract to expire, and from what we're seeing, they won't be renewing it. They're tired of her excesses, and they don't want to work with her anymore. They've even prepared a detailed list of all her wrongdoings in case they need it for a public response. Meghan's reputation in Hollywood is quickly deteriorating. Once seen as a rising star, she is now considered a liability. Her Spotify podcast and brand collaborations are seen as failures. She's not just losing money, she's losing her career. It's now at the point where publications are picking up on her fall from grace. A major Hollywood trade publication reportedly ran a feature on the test screening debacle, exposing her public meltdown. The article reportedly went viral, cementing her fall from grace. Meghan has remained silent about it, and Netflix continues to distance itself from her. No one wants to be associated with someone who has become box office poison, as marketing expert Tony Case put it. Meghan was once a role model, a rising star in Hollywood, but now she's become a cautionary tale. Her story shows how quickly a celebrity's career can unravel when they lose control of their public image. The pressure of maintaining a flawless image is too much, and when they fail to meet expectations, it can lead to their downfall. So, what do you think? Is Netflix making the right decision, or are they just reacting to what they feel the audience is saying? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more. See you in the next video.